Love me while I'm still here, cause everyone is a resident. But when I'm there no more,
it's no longer news that Nigerian musician Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly called Mohbad, is dead. He slumped and died mysteriously at about 6 p.m. on Tuesday, the 12th day of September 2023. He was only 27 years old. So far, 3 persons have been blamed and called out for his sudden, painful and mysterious death. They include his longtime girlfriend turned wife Omowunmi, his best friend, and his former record label boss Naira Marley and allies. Stay tuned as to bring to you detailed information on their alleged involvement in the painful death of Mohbad. Mohbad was a normal street kid from the trenches of Ikorodu in Lagos, Nigeria, who did carpentry work for survival. While engaging in his carpentry job, he had big dreams of becoming a superstar musician in the nearest future, but little did he know that this dream would only lead him to a life of sorrow, misery, and doom. Mohbad and his friends made freestyle videos from their trenches in Ikorodu and uploaded them on their social media pages, mostly on Instagram. Their videos went viral, and one day he got noticed and got signed to a record label named Malian Music, owned by Aziz Adeshina Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley. Alongside Mohbad, Naira Marley also signed other young artists, including Zinoleesky. Everything was going on smoothly in the record label, but little did he know that his end was near, and there was more to just being in the record label and singing songs alone. It is alleged that the record label boss uses the boys to traffic drugs, but for now these are mere accusations without proof, although different investigative journalists claim to be sure of this information. Some other publications also claim the record label boss is a member of a dreaded AA confraternity, and as such tries to initiate all of his signees and artists into this cult group, and that there are other sacrifices you need to do so as to stay relevant in the record label. But Mohbad wasn't ready for any of these. It is also alleged that the artists had to take an oath of secrecy, never to reveal things going on in the label, but Mohbad refused to participate in any of these, and as a result, his relationship with his boss Naira Marley took a sour turn. His boss Naira Marley and others began to distance themselves from him, treating him like an outcast. Naira Marley started restricting Mohbad from going out alone. If he goes out, he sees people trailing him. It was that bad. He then confided in some of his friends, and they told him to run for his dear life. If not, it's a lifetime contract or they take his life. On hearing that, he summoned Naira Marley and informed him that he wanted to leave the record label, and that was the beginning of his nightmare and misfortune. Naira Marley refused vehemently, saying he can't just opt out like that, and this degenerated into serious argument, and Mohbad was beaten blue and black by Naira Marley's boys. One of his arms even got broken in the process. On a certain night, men of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA raided his apartment, where he stays alongside Zinoleesky and other Malian team members, and immediately Mohbad went live on Instagram, crying and begging for help. In the video, he accused his boss Naira Marley of wanting to destroy his life, and this was when he made that statement that if he dies, Naira Marley should be held responsible for his death.
Everybody in your world, please help me if I die. Well, Naira Marley kill me. So I don't know these people have been hating on me. They have been doing bad things on me.
This got Naira Marley infuriated and extremely mad at him because Mohbad revealed so much in that live video. It was now from one problem to another. He was being beaten up at any slightest provocation. until one day he decided to forcefully leave the record label, and ever since then he hasn't known peace. He was also blacklisted in the music industry, which is more like a cabal. Only Bella Shmurda, Zlatan and few other artists stood by him. Several death threats were sent to his family, and he was always trailed by boys wherever he goes. One day, he was waylaid and beaten by Naira Marley's boys. They took his phone, wiped everything, all the contacts and every single thing he has on his phone. He started facing rejections. No promoter was willing to work with him, but Bella Shmurda stood by him and stood his ground and gave him a shoulder. At some point, they also sent boys after Bella Shmurda, but they missed him. And here is a video of the assassins in black invading Bella Shmurda's house, but luckily for him, they did not see him. Strange numbers started calling Mohbad, telling him they won't leave him until he is 6 feet, that he can't dine with them and opt out. He lived his whole life in fear, and when he welcomed his son, this whole matter was one of the reasons why he did not announce the arrival of his son. He knew they might come for his son, so he kept everything secret. He was physically attacked severally by his former record label boss Naira Marley's strong ally and friend Sam Larry. Sam Larry attacked him last month in a video shoot location with Zlatan. He also attacked him at a Lagos beach, and they even tried attacking him in a show in London some weeks ago, but he escaped. He even filed a petition against Sam Larry 2 months ago. As you can see here, this is the petition, but I guess nothing was done. It is alleged that they finally got him through his best friend. On Sunday, the 10th day of September 2023, he had a show in Ikorodu, and his best friend was on stage with him all through the show. Suddenly, in the early hours of Monday, he got into a heated argument with his friend in the car while they were returning home from the show. The argument got intense that his friend slapped him. Unknown to Mohbad that his friend was wearing a ring which is believed to be laced with charms and voodoo. He also hit Mohbad's hand with the ring. It wasn't that serious at first, but few hours later, Mohbad started complaining of serious pain in his hands. He got medical treatment and was declared okay, but the next day the hand began to swell, so a nurse was called to the house. He was given tetanus injection and was feeling okay after that, but in the evening around 6 p.m, he slumped and died. So the fans are alleging that his friend was used to get him, because his friend got very close to Naira Marley. After Mohbad left the record label, he became Naira Marley's body. So most of the fans are alleging that they used his friend to get him. First off, Mohbad family members are accusing his wife of being evil and wanting to claim possession of their late son's lands and properties, and they vowed never to let that happen. Also, a leaked conversation between Mohbad and his wife Omowunmi surfaced online hours after his death, shedding light on a deeply troubling dispute that appears to have unfolded between the couple, although there is no timestamp indicating when the conversation occurred. But the audio features Mohbad's distressed voice as he accuses his wife of attempting to harm him. In the audio recording, Mohbad can be heard expressing profound distress and bitterness, accusing his wife of plotting to take his life. Mohbad disclosed an incident where he had expressed a desire not to wear a particular piece of clothing, yet his wife insisted on dressing him in it, which he interpreted as an attempt on his life. Screenshots from a chat were also shared where Mohbad continued to accuse his wife of being responsible for his deteriorating condition and alleged threats against him. While the details of their altercation remain undisclosed, the messages contain a series of accusations and emotional turmoil. Well, may his soul continue to rest in peace. Amen.